Thank you, Rodney. In the studio today, I have Pip Elmes from Eureka Villages. Pip, what is Eureka Villages?
Well, Eureka Villages is a rental retirement facility located here in Orange. Now, our villages are purposely designed for 55 plus. What we offer is standard rental agreement units for our over 55 community, but we offer them a safe, gated community environment based on standard rental agreements, so there's no heavy buy-in costs or anything like that, and they can live securely in our well-appointed little one-bedroom units. Plus, we also offer them full catering as part of their rental package. So anyone that lives within our little community, they are provided breakfast, lunch and dinner 7 days a week. They have a one-bedroom unit that they can live in securely and comfortably. Plus, we also provide a really lovely, friendly environment for everyone that lives there. So we have a lot of activities that we organise, things like trivia and bingo. We also do gardening clubs, cooking clubs, lots of little different things. We often organise extracurricular activities, I guess you could call it, where we have Tai Chi or little exercise classes and just things to keep our residents happy and occupied and have a real sense of community where they live as such.
But you don't have to go to all these things, do you?
No, you don't. No, absolutely not. So some of our residents choose to attend some of them. Some of them may stay home and just watch television or knit or do whatever it is.
Go shopping or travelling.
Yeah, absolutely. And others, you know, it just depends on the day and what we have happening, whether or not they like to get involved. So there's no obligation to do any of the community activities, but obviously we love when people do get involved because the more the merrier, and it just helps build on that community atmosphere.
What about maintenance?
Maintenance, I take care of everything. So the rent includes all of the maintenance. Of course, as we work under standard rental agreements, if anything within the unit goes wrong, might be a hot water system or leaking washers, all of that sort of stuff, I organise then a trade to come and fix that for our residents. And then we have beautiful extensive gardens where we have an amazing gardener that comes in and mows and looks after the plants and things like that. But we also really encourage our residents to get into their own private patch of the garden to help us keep on top of it because they are enormous. But it also helps them feel like that's their home. So we really want our residents to feel like every part of the village is an extension of their unit, be it the gardens or our community centre.
What about security?
Security, so we're a fully gated community, so at night time the complex does lock up. Each of our units have, you know, security doors and locks on windows and things like that, but the facility itself does lock up as well, so no one can get in without keypad PIN numbers or our general remote controls.
But with the leases, how long are they normally, and do you have to pay a bond or anything like that? Yeah,
so everything works off a standard New South Wales rental agreement. It would just be like you're renting anywhere else in town. You have your bond plus 2 weeks rent up front, so that's your only additional or upfront cost. And then you can choose a 3, 6, 12-month lease. And we do also work on some periodical leases as well, as this might be a little bit of a change for some people. So we want to make sure that all of our residents feel comfortable and get used to, I guess, living within that village environment. But once people sort of take up a lease, they don't leave.
Oh, well.
they get what that community is, and they get to meet their neighbours and form little friendships. And it's really lovely to see that with the residents. They start to get to know each other, and we've got a really good mix of over 55. So there's lots of different people to socialise with and you know, maybe sit up in the community centre and have a cup of tea or coffee and chit chat or get involved with some of the activities that we have.
It's in Albert Street, isn't it?
It is. So we're sort of next to the Robin Hood on the left-hand side. It's quite a big complex. We've got a big 2-storey community centre in the middle of the complex, and then the 60 units that we have on site take up the rest of the grounds.
Because people could just go to Robin Hood and have a meal there or
if
whatever.
If they wanted to.
And it's not far from a shopping centre. So.
Yeah, we've got Greengate just around the corner where there's a butcher, there's a supermarket, hairdresser, and and a post office / newsagents. One of the other things that we do for some of our more senior residents is once a month I try and organise a hairdresser to come in on site, form haircuts as such, so they don't have to leave if they don't want to, just with the current environment. Some people feel like they want to stay within our own little community. I'm more than happy with that.
So if someone's interested, how can they contact you?
Best thing to do is call the number, which is 63600579, and I'm the person that will answer the phone. So just have a chat to me. I'll organise a time for you to come in and have a tour, show you around the facility, show you what we have on offer. I take you up to the community room and introduce potential residents to our chef. So we have a chef on site that prepares all the meals. Just explain how everything works and go through what our rental costs are and bonds and things like that. And the rent does include all the food costs as well. So it's breakfast, a 2-course lunch and dinner 7 days a week is included in the weekly rental amount.
Just off the top of my head, does furniture or is it unfurnished?
Totally unfurnished, so
Right.
You get to bring your own furniture. Each unit does have a kitchenette, and included in that kitchenette is a fridge and a microwave for the resident to use. So that's the only furniture that we do supply. There is also on site a laundry for residents to use. It's open 24/7 and it's free of charge. So there's 4 dryers and 3 washing machines, but each unit is also equipped with laundry taps and a laundry tub within the ensuite.
So they can put a washing machine in there.
Yeah, absolutely. And each unit also has a private courtyard out the back with a clothesline, and there's ample space there to put a little bit of maybe a 2-seater table and a small barbecue. And the best part is we're also pet friendly. So if you have cats or dogs, you can bring them along with you. The only limitations that we do have is there's small to medium dogs, not big dogs.
not an Alsatian or anything like that.
No big dogs. And that's also purely because we do have some seniors in the village, and we just want to make sure that there's no jumping and stuff. But we've got quite a few little pets in our village, and the residents often walk them around, and I love to play with them and have little chit chats and things like that. So yeah.
And they're quite. It's a quiet street too, which
very,
is
very quiet.
you can walk around.
Yeah, very
good.
quiet.
Okay, so what about a website? Do you have a website?
We do. If you go to eurekavillages.com.au, you can click on the link for the Orange Village. We do have other villages located around New South Wales, Victoria and Queensland, plus we have a couple in Tasmania and South Australia as well. So you can have a look at what our villages are, what they offer and what's on offer in Orange as well.
So Pip, what's that phone number again?
It is 63600579.
Great. Thanks for coming in and
Thank
telling
you.
us all about it.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Back to you, Rodney.